know they say heavy is the head that wears a crown. They've put out the hip hop media list 4 times now. I'm batting a pretty good rate. Twice at number 1. What's the problem? Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. The severe belt to now, since most of those guys who used to feel like they had a chance of competing, they're all unemployed. They're also just kind of outside the fray. Like, they're just... I know y'all been like, Ak, why you haven't been streaming? Because I'm watching like these guys like trying to get some motion. It's really weak. And I've realized that these guys have gotten to the lowest I've ever seen. And almost to the point where I think people forgot who Akademiks is. And I'm going to start this all off by saying this, okay? I see and I hear what a bunch of y'all media niggas in hip-hop is doing, which is built purely out of jealousy for me and the platform and because we run this. And I want to let everybody know, the gloves is off. You know I love this part. We could all go to war. I'll tell you what that entails. I like to get personal. And for anybody who's going to be like, Ak, you're going to be doing too much, because you know how I get super personal. Oh, I'll find out the baby mamas. I'll find out the missing kids. I'll find out everything. It's okay. And I'm putting this out for every media personality. I'm going to just warn y'all now. Prepare for all. And I want to also make it clear. There's no bystanders.
So the battle is on now. You know, DJ Akademiks is alluding that Charlamagne, basically came to him and was explaining to him that some people behind the scenes that's trying to bring you down and they're working with Roc Nation. Now, we know that Charlamagne has had his battles with Roc Nation behind the scenes. He was summoned to come into court. He was saying that, Roc Nation was behind a lot of stuff in regards to Megan Thee Stallion. There's a lot of people now remember, he's an independent hip-hop news media. And he's basically not contracting in with the Dominant Society, so they say. Well, I disagree with that. But he's not like up there with Charlamagne and them in the Breakfast Club and all these people that basically read a script that's told what to say. So these people don't like him, and they're being paid to do what they can do to try to get DJ Akademiks out of the way. So now when Charlamagne came to tell him that, he was like, man, it's like, man, you playing both sides. Man, I'm bringing smoke to everybody, even including you. You over there with them, you get the smoke too. Everybody getting the smoke, right? And that's what DJ Akademiks is saying. So now this is the battle, right, between, just check this out.
I want to pick y'all brain. Who y'all think is doing this? Someone has created something, I call it a dossier, where they have came with this theory to say Drake, Aiden Ross, Nicki Minaj, Akademiks, and there's a few other people in the mix, but they have put out resources to, and when I mean stalk, this is like invasive stalking we're talking about. Like invasive stalking, but it's okay. Again, I was flabbergasted to see pictures that people took from across the street outside of a home they believe is for some people who, they're not even public figures necessarily. Anyway. So that is the theory. Now, in trying to figure out who's behind this, every time I ask someone who claims they have seen info that came from this, they all say, we don't know who's this from. We don't know where this came from. We don't know why this is happening. Just be careful, Ak. Be careful who. That's odd. I'm going to tell you why that's odd. Because even if you don't know where this info came from, it is ironic that only people that align a certain way gets the info. It's not everybody that has the info. It's a certain people that have the info. Shout my man Charlamagne, he gave me a call. He said, Ak, this was going around. I seen it. So what? Where'd it come from? I don't know. Oh, okay. Charlotte, if I was supposed to air you out on that, it's okay. But listen, I got to get to the bottom of this. I hear Laura LaRosa got it in the background. What Laura LaRosa got? What? Then I hear, oh, you got like one of the stooges that was on this show and then this other guy that don't like you. And I'm like, what's going on here? Now, like for anything, I like to address things head on. But with that, I don't like doing proxy wars. I like to just kick it off. I tell all y'all straight up. All y'all y'all ain't stopping nothing. All y'all when there is entities that's plotting against me, don't be the messenger. You either with me or against me. No DJ Khaled around my book. No DJ Khaled around my book. Get the away.
So people connected to DJ Akademiks started to produce pictures of people. They're saying that they're stalking them and taking pictures of them to try to find any type of dirt on them that they can bring them down. This whole thing is getting crazy. So they're showing this.
just donated, but there's more. Speaking of wire transfers, I hear there's a real investigation going on in Australia into you and your boy George, otherwise known as the Asian man who says the N-word freely and unironically goes by a name with this group. But I guess you've never really had a problem interacting with wizards. But allegedly, stake and also the money you've been receiving from there may not be exactly what it seems. And there may be some illegal activity going on there. All allegedly. He only watched half of my video, conveniently. He showed the first half with the receipts, and he showed receipts on screen, I will say. He showed Rumble receipts. I will say there's also a much deeper tie between Truth Social and Rumble and the person that I mentioned than he's willing to give credit for, and that we might even know at this moment publicly. But I will, all allegedly, right? I'll let things play out in time. I won't necessarily go too deep into it. But it was convenient that he basically only responded to the first half of my video and cut it, because in the second half of my video, I also talked about ongoing legal investigations into him alongside his boy, George, Grand Wizard, who goes by a name, the KKK, and uses the N-word and is an Asian man and promotes hate all over his platform and has probably spoken negatively about many of us on this platform before, many times. But I spoke about an investigation going on there between them. And I just felt like Ak maybe feels the walls crumbling around him and maybe things are coming to the light and things are happening.
So the way I see it, and I'm no big fan of Charlemagne, but Charlemagne's pissed off a lot of these rich executives and these rich people in powerful positions that want to work to get him up out of his seat, right? So Charlemagne, he started to just declare war on everybody. That little investigation that dude was talking about is really going to spawn nothing. It's nothing to really get Akademiks in trouble, but they want to use their power and influence to get Akademiks out of the way. So Akademiks, he just started firing off shots at everybody. He's coming after Charlemagne where he put the horrific moment, Netflix podcast of Charlemagne was able to have his sexual assault battery case dismissed due to statute of limitations. The victim, Jessica Reed, who accused Charlemagne of doing bad things and ugging her, now lives with the pain of knowing that the predator who did this to her is still free. Jessica's own mother stopped her from pressing charges of the child gang, you know what she now regrets. Remember this?
Disrespected woman in America historically has always been the black woman. You know, I always say if you want to get away with murder, black rapper. If you want to get away with sexual, a young black girl. If R. Kelly had been doing this, I mean, oh my God. The fact that it's mostly young black girls that he preys on, simply nobody cares.
So the way I see it, and I'm no big fan of Charlemagne, but Charlemagne's pissed off a lot of these rich executives and these rich people in powerful positions that want to work to get him up out of his seat, right? So Charlemagne, he started to just declare war on everybody. That little investigation that dude was talking about is really going to spawn nothing. It's nothing to really get Akademiks in trouble, but they want to use their power and influence to get Akademiks out of the way. So Akademiks, he just started firing off shots at everybody. He's coming after Charlemagne where he put the horrific moment, Netflix podcast of Charlemagne was able to have his sexual assault battery case dismissed due to statute of limitations. The victim, Jessica Reed, who accused Charlemagne of doing bad things and ugging her, now lives with the pain of knowing that the predator who did this to her is still free. Jessica's own mother stopped her from pressing charges of the child gang, you know what she now regrets. Remember this?
Case of McCalvey, my daughter Jessica Reed. I have regrets in which I am very sorry about, because when my daughter was drugged and I wanted to do nothing but protect her. I didn't want her to suffer anymore. I didn't want her to feel that pain anymore. And so I did not let her testify. And because of that, today we are finding out that Mr. McCalvey is going to get away with what he did to my daughter, Jessica, and this family. For all these years, we've been suffering, going through pain and anguish over his decision. My daughter, her. And now she has to deal with this and we have to deal with this. And I'm so sorry that I didn't take the initiative then to persecute him for what he did.
Remember that R. Kelly tape dropped around 2001, I remember, right? But this girl, Jessica Reed, she's accusing Charlamagne of doing this also in '01. The whole thing is just weird, nasty. A bunch of grown men dealing with young 14-year-olds that don't even know how to clean their bodies right yet. These dudes is just weirdos, man. This whole thing to me was just crazy. But Akademiks ain't playing. He's rehashing all of this stuff.
Kelly props for one thing and one thing only. Well, two things. Number one, he taught me how to eat.
Shout out to Kelly.
I learned how to eat because of the R. Kelly tape.
That's true.
And the come P come thing is still one of the most
legendary,
incredible things I've ever seen in my life. I just, because I still don't understand how a man could come and then pee right after coming and then come again. That happened.
Wait,
Mark.
that happened?
He butt girl. Then he peed on me. Like, it was like the sperm came out, pee came out, sperm came out again. And he's told her, let it drip.
Liquid sandwich, bro.
I've never seen no like that in my life, man.
Jesus.
I keep telling y'all, I've told y'all this over and over. It's a lot of things that guys did, especially when we were young, that we just didn't consider. And I'm married to my wife. Me and my wife dated for a whole year. She would not give me no.
Yeah.
Me and my wife hung out one Saturday night and she got sloppy drunk and out of my mama's house and I got that. No. Yes, I mean, she was back and all that, but she was really drunk. I asked her yesterday, I was like, yo, did I the first time we ever had sex? And she looked and she goes, I mean, in hindsight, yeah.
No.
Charlamagne came into the room. And I saw Charlamagne's face with my own eyes. When he opened that door, I saw his face. I saw his face. I heard his voice while he was with me.
This is crazy because some things you keep to yourself or you leave in the past. You on the air talking about a whole bunch of crap that you know you ain't got no business talking about, right? Now, this is the thing, right? He called Akademiks saying that, yo, people I know trying to get at you. So Akademiks is like, well, listen, people I know getting at you too. I ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But they pulling up old videos from 10, 12, 11 years ago of all the things that you've done, right? And they wasn't done.
This girl real drunk. And I fought.
That sentence sounds a little fishy.
I got her drunk. I didn't just get her drunk. I remember going and got Spanish Fly.
Oh, see.
Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store.
They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a sex store. That doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J. In my mind, I don't know if this really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a right? So she was drunk and like a lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to let you run the train on it. That's okay. So right. So
it's just one-on-one. It ain't.
Yeah. So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, oh, we had sex. She said, okay, well, I'm glad it was you. Then a couple days later, she's like, yo, are you sure I only had sex with you? Because one of my stupid cousins was going around saying what he did.
So when all this information came back out, people start asking Akademiks, are you and Charlamagne at war? And he was like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Listen, whatever my team doing, that's what they doing. Because people been coming after him and throwing little things at Akademiks, so Akademiks people's fighting back and they throwing rocks. He hiding his hand and he trying to act like, man, I ain't got nothing. Listen, ain't got nothing to do with me. Listen, but he's been saying that, you know, I'm controlling this media and they want me out of this space because they want people in position that they can control. He's basically saying that they can't control him.
Yesterday, not gonna lie, I was saddened. Unfortunately, I had to declare war on the entire hip hop media. It's not necessarily me, but I had to take the gloves off. My team, my people, at the end of the day, I got to pick who's aligned with me. And the people who rock with me, they're the people I got to protect. They've been targeted. We don't know about who. We going to find out at some point. And I've been kind of holding them back for the majority part for almost a year. Keep in mind, these are, if y'all think I'm nasty, these people are worse. Birds of a feather, right? So, yeah, it was kind of saddening yesterday because you know, with the concept that's been coming towards the team for like a year, I had to tell him. I said, listen, the gloves is off. Do what y'all got to do. You know what I mean? If whoever, and I don't know who it is, if they not playing fair, let's make sure we don't play fair. So I was very saddened yesterday. Actually, that's probably one of the reasons I probably didn't stream. I was a little bit sad. And I was just like, because I would rather not get to the point, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, sometimes you got to burn down the whole building to figure out what the source of the issue was. So it is what it is.
So y'all gotta let me know who y'all think gonna win this war between Charlamagne and Akademiks. Well, I don't like neither one of them, but it's news and we talking about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till next time, peace.